Detailed case summary. The Erin Schulte, 1983, is a landmark admiralty case in English law that deals with the principles of limitation of liability for shiphunters under the Merchant Shipping Act 1894 and subsequent international conventions. The case specifically addresses the ability of shiphunters to limit their liability in cases involving oil pollution damage. Background, facts, claimant, plaintiff. The owners of the ship Erin Schulte, defendant, the various claimants who suffered damage as a result of the oil pollution. Background. The ship Erin Schulte collided with another vessel, resulting in significant oil pollution. The pollution caused extensive damage to coastal properties and marine life, leading to numerous claims for compensation against the shiphunters. The owners of the Erin Schulte sought to limit their liability for the damage under the Merchant Shipping Act 1894 and the 1976 Convention on Limitation of Liability for Maritime Claims. Arguments in the court case. Claimants' argument. The owners of the Erin Schulte argued that they were entitled to limit their liability according to the provisions of the Merchant Shipping Act 1894 and the 1976 Convention on Limitation of Liability for Maritime Claims. They contended that the collision and resulting pollution were not caused by their actual fault or privity, which is a key requirement for invoking the limitation of liability. Defendant's argument. The claimants argued that the shiphunters should not be allowed to limit their liability because the damage was a result of the owner's actual fault or privity. They claimed that there was negligence on the part of the shiphunters, which contributed to the collision and subsequent oil pollution. Final outcome and legal justification. Final outcome. The court held in favor of the shiphunters, allowing them to limit their liability for the oil pollution damage. The court found that the shiphunters did not have actual fault or privity in the incident, thus meeting the requirements for limitation of liability under the Merchant Shipping Act 1894 and the 1976 Convention on Limitation of Liability for Maritime Claims. Legal justification. The court's decision was based on the interpretation of the limitation of liability provisions. Under the Merchant Shipping Act 1894 and the 1976 Convention, shiphunters can limit their liability unless it is proven that the incident was caused by their actual fault or privity. The court determined that the shiphunters had taken all reasonable steps to ensure the safety and seaworthiness of the vessel. There was no evidence of negligence or direct involvement by the shiphunters that contributed to the collision and resulting oil pollution. Key concept implications of the case. The Erin Schulte, 1983, case reinforces the principle that shiphunters can limit their liability for damages unless it is proven that they were directly at fault or had privity in the incident. This case underscores the importance of the limitation of liability provisions in maritime law, which aims to balance the interests of shiphunters and claimants. Key takeaways. Shiphunters can limit their liability under specific maritime laws and conventions unless there is evidence of their actual fault or privity. The burden of proof lies with the claimants to demonstrate the shiphunter's fault or privity in incidents leading to damages. This case highlights the significance of adhering to safety and seaworthiness standards to mitigate liability risks. Answer. Continuous professional development, CPD, is essential for financial advisors to keep their knowledge and skills up to date, ensuring they can provide the best possible advice to their clients. Significance of CPD. Knowledge enhancement. CPD helps advisors stay informed about new products, regulations, and industry trends. Skill improvement. Ongoing training enhances advisors' skills, enabling them to offer more competent and relevant advice. Adaptability. CPD ensures advisors can adapt to changes in the financial landscape, maintaining their effectiveness and relevance. Contribution to high standards. Client trust. Clients have more confidence in advisors who continually update their knowledge and skills. Professional competence. Regular CPD helps maintain high standards of competence and professionalism across the industry. Regulatory compliance. CPD is often a regulatory requirement, ensuring advisors meet the necessary standards to practice.